Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. If her mind isn't right, walk away. Now I know y'all be waiting for another walk away video tomorrow. I don't know, I might do one, I don't know. But look, fellas, alright. We got the lust. I talked in my previous walk away video. I talked about the lust part. If the woman ain't lusting, but what happens when you find that woman that does lust you? Oh man, she love your body. She do vile things to your body. She putting her tongues in places that you ain't think a tongue would go. We leave it at that. All that carnal stuff is taken care of with her, but she crazy. She crazy, man. Y'all know those crazy women got great sex anyway. I should do a video. I did a video on that. I ain't gonna rehash it. Just real quick. The crazy women usually have great sex because for whatever reason they ain't following society's norms, so they letting go more. But anyway, it might be she crazy or she just evil. Something. Walk away. Never. I don't care how good the sex is. It could have a cape hanging out. Fairy dust when you hit it. Every time you go in and out, it's like you got some gold dust coming out of it. Man, it could have you levitating. It could be so good you on the ceiling looking down and stuff. You left your body. Shit, that's that good. You done made contact with the great pumpkin. Shit. You bring it, you do another Thanos snap. Be like, manifest $1 million that good. But if she's stressing you out on every other part of your life, walk away. Walk away. Because I'm going to tell you what. Nothing's more dangerous than a woman with her mind right. Yeah, the sex is good. Some dudes get caught up into it. But remember, as much as you want that fine woman, I don't care whatever she got a killer body, pretty face. But how much time you going to spend in bed? How much time you gonna spend in bed? Okay, yeah, that's good. She got some good stuff. But what if you trying to build a business or something? You got a plan, you got a dream, but she got another agenda and she trying to get you to follow that. Like she good with you working like that regular job. As long as you bring the money home. Or she good with you on that job with all these evil ass people, even though you got an idea that could potentially net you $1 million. I ain't even gonna say potentially. The job, you do this one business and you will have $1 million. This doesn't matter how much you work because it's something that you perfect for, you uniquely qualified for. But she got another plan. Or she feel like, yeah, okay, she good with you in the bedroom, sex is right, but she doesn't support you publicly. In fact, she puts you down publicly. I've actually known women who will put their men down publicly. Like no support. Now everybody getting huffy over like what Aisha Curry said. Please, that is minor, man. That's like Bush League. That's like Cub Scouts. That's like kindergarten compared to what I've seen some women do to their men in public and what they would say in public. And they ain't need cameras either. Her mind ain't right. If a woman can't like build you up at least publicly, her mind ain't right. You know, or that woman try to sabotage. It's like you get some women, they live to sabotage. If a man trying to do something, they live to break him down. They got some serious psychological issues. It could have been, some terrible issues from when they were children. Abandonment, molestation, divorce, something. And they just feel like, well, I'm going to just break this man down. He trying to do something. It's like, I'm going to break it down. Her mind ain't right. And I did another video. Is she an asset or a liability? If her mind ain't right, she become a liability. You know, that be the type, in my previous video, I talk about a man coming home one day, another dude up in there, and the dude ready to fight you. He in your house, he ready to fight you. If a woman even think about doing something like that, how's her mind right? She don't even respect your own bed. And I'm just throwing out examples. There's a million. I could probably add some. If you get with that woman, I don't care how fine she is, how cute, and some dudes get too caught up into that. I'm gonna tell you, well, look, fellas, man, let me give y'all some games. And too often people think some game is like walking up to a woman and pulling her or something. That ain't game. Game is life. Real game is life. and understanding the pitfalls. Like, you can't mess with every single woman out here. Like, let me shout out my sister Kendra D, because she did a video on that. Like, some of these guys be having high counts but low quality women. That's the worst thing for a man long term. Because, look, here's something. Let me get deep. Let me get my philosophizer hat on. A man makes love to a woman's body, but a woman makes love to a man's mind. Metaphysically, from the waist up, a woman has a masculine energy mentally, while a man has a receptive energy mentally. Y'all can argue with me, whatever. You don't know the metaphysics behind it. So a man, he'll plant a seed in a woman, and 9 months later, he'll get, big bouncing baby, maybe 2. She plants a seed in a man's mind. See, one thing about me, when I listen to women, I'm very picky. Like, the only women that really got my ear, they had something in their life where they show they've made money. Like, I listen to some money making women. I've actually taken advice from like $1 million women. Like, because they if they saying something, I'm like, okay, I can make some money. But then I filter out every single thing I hear from a woman, because their nature is to plant a seed. And then let you think it's your idea. That's just their nature. And you gotta be strong-minded. A pimp will tell you that. A pimp will tell you when you're around those women, you gotta be strong-minded. Because women in general already think men weak-minded. It's like, no, it's a metaphysical thing. Men are just receptive. And that's always how a woman does stuff. They'll stroke that ego or whatever. So you gotta be strong-minded. But see, that's not a bad thing if she's an asset. If, like, anything she says brings you more money, brings you more prestige, brings you respect, and she shows respect for it. In fact, a really intelligent woman, she only gonna like say stuff to you that will build you. But you get a woman whose mind ain't right, shoot, she gonna put every negative thing. That's why a lot of dudes' heads are messed up, because they ain't just a mate that they do that with. But imagine a mother who grows up and tells her children, tells her sons, and a lot of them do this. And it's a big issue. This gets into a big issue. This is a big issue in the black community. They telling your sons, you no good just like your father. Or you won't amount to anything. And then when the dude grow up and don't amount to anything, then they get mad. It's like, yeah, I told you weren't going to amount to anything. And I know this for sure, because when I was a kid, my mother had issues, but she told me I was supposed to rule the world. And when I told her I just wanted to drive a bus, she said, no, you would have to wear a disguise. If they see who you are, they will take you off that bus, because you supposed to be important. You supposed to be a king. That's one thing she did for me. But see, she spoke life into me. See, all women don't speak life into a man. And if her mind ain't right, she ain't going to do it. But some of y'all mess with her anyway. She had a fat ass, though. And I'm serious. You got to understand. In this thing of our call game, you can't stick your dick in every woman. In fact, I wouldn't advise it until you find out where her head's at. I wouldn't advise it, even if you got to wait a little bit to hit it. Some dudes be just trying to say, yeah, I'm just going to pump and dump. Dude, that's the dumbest thing you can do, because even for a few minutes, she can put some nasty shit in your head. I give you an example. You could be think you pumping and dumping, and you stroking and you think you doing something, and then she be like, hey, you finished yet? Or is that it? And some women live for that shit. She can look at your dick. You can have like a regular sized dick according to doctors. But or she could just look at it and be like, ha ha. That's because her mind ain't right. So when you see that anything, if her mind ain't right, when you talk to a woman, talk to them. See if their minds are right. If their minds aren't right, walk the fuck away. Walk the fuck away. Ain't your life ain't worth it, because this is your life at this point. Your life is not. Your life is worth more. Your life is worth more than putting up with some woman whose mind ain't right just because she got nice breasts. And seriously, if she ain't right upstairs, walk the fuck away. So deal with some of these women. You got some women out here, their minds are right. All they doing is speaking life into you. Deal with them. She an asset. So anyway, that's all I got for today. Y'all have a great day. Peace and blessings.